Why did no one tell me that the Necromancer is absolutely ridiculous, man? Holy cow, look at this. There we go. That's what I thought. I thought there was a boss coming up or something. Man, look at that dips, man. Look at that. Just go down, just go down, just go down. You ain't got a chance, Dad. You ain't got a chance. You ain't got a chance. You ain't got a chance. We're just gonna run around and just beat you up. Easy as pie. Easy as pie. So there is a lot of cool things that you can do with the skeletons. Like, so the way that I'm building is I have summon bone golem, summon wrath, and then summon skeletons, and then summon skeletal mage. Okay, so the way that I'm going with all of this is once we pop out our bone golem, we got this big boy, right? We got this big old skeleton, this big old bone golem. He's like, you got to look at him as like the tank, right? And then on top of that, then I have, with my passive skills, I have where I summon a ton, and I say a ton. We have 6 skeleton archers, chat. So this is my damage, okay? We have the tank, we have the archers, all right? Then on top of that, we have the summon, the skeletal wizards or mages, okay? That's them boys. So we got more damage on top of it, okay? Now, once that's all said and done, then we have the wrath, okay? Now, how this works is they don't have as much health, they don't have as much damage, but the thing is you can summon quite a few of them, pretty much as your mana will let you go. I can get up to 6, but as you get more mana, you'll be able to get more. And as long as they don't die, you can keep summoning these wraths. So that's more damage over and over and over again. It's wild, man. So we are level 32. We're about to hit level 35, but we only have 3 of our specializations unlocked right now, right? But the thing is that these 3 are huge. Okay, so like we're starting out with our summon skeleton. You can go a couple different ways, but the way that I decided to go was hop over here, get some attack speed, 15% attack speed. We're going to end up bumping this up to 5 out of 5. I just haven't done it yet because I wanted to come over here and get your skeletons have increased critical strike, and then mightier than the sword. What this does is it makes it so you don't summon any skeleton warriors and you only summon the archers. Okay, the reason that I like that is because I want more damage because I have my bone golem popping with the taunt. Okay, but I'm going to show you that in here in just a second. Down here we have Morrow Walkers, which is going to give us summon 1 more skeleton because in the beginning you can summon 5, then you can get 6. But then if you hop over here, you can get Grave Walkers and you can summon another one. So that is now 7. That is actually where I'm heading towards next because the more summons, the more damage. So I'm trying to get as many summons on the board as I can. That's the reason why we're doing that. So if you look right here in between the 2 skills, some of you might not know this. If you see 2 dots, that means in this skill right here, which is Necrotic Conviction, you have to have 2 points into that, which are these 2 little dots. Then those light up, and then you can come over here and get the Hollow Walkers, which means you can summon more skeletons. So that's kind of how you look at the point tree and how you can get other skills. So like right here, you only have 1 dot. That means you put 1 point into Morrow Trap, then you can head over to Empty the Graves, okay? That's how you look at that. Now, you're saying, okay, what do you mean by the Bone Golem is doing the tanking? Well, if you look on your tree, which this is really cool in my opinion, you can make them tankier. So like right here, you have health and armor plus 50 and health and armor plus 15%. So we're obviously going to stack that more, but here's the thing is that it only took 1 dot, requires 1 point, one skill point. And then we went down to Tower of Bones. Your golem is larger, multiplicative with other modifiers and generate more threat, which increases the likelihood of enemies targeting it. So this is obviously, we're going to make this 4 out of 4, and it's going to make your threat generated by like, what is it, 55% or something. Okay, so that means you have a 55% chance of it threatening or taunting the monsters on the board, which means that now becomes your tank. Okay, now you can get like more damage with your bone golem if you want to go straight glass cannon, but I wanted to have something to help protect my other skeletons because I went with archers on there. So like right here, your golem grants additional armor to nearby minions, including itself. So we're obviously, since this is our tank, we're going to be pumping this up to 5 out of 5 and giving us a lot more armor on all of our skeletons. So right now we have 160 more armor, and once we get leveled that up, it's going to be a lot better. So over here we have movement speed, unnatural speed, movement speed to other nearby minions plus 4%, and movement speed plus 8%. The reason that I'm going here is because I want my golem, my bone golem, to be fast, because I want him to be able to run up to the other mobs faster than all the other skeletons. But we have the archers, so they're standing back, but I want the bone golem to go up, and I want him to taunt the enemies, and I want him to tank. So I want him to be quick, fast. All right, right here we have melee attack speed and movement speed. As you see here, I went 4 out of 5. We got another 28%. So we're looking at what, 30-something% movement speed just for our bone golem to be able to catch up and do what he needs to do. All right, now I got summon skeletal mage. What this does is we are giving extra projectiles, but hold on, first, the first thing that you want is right here, order of death. You can summon more skeletal mages. This increases your maximum skeletal mages by 1. So you want that because you want more damage, more summons, more damage, right? Then I hopped over here and I got Splinter Dominion, extra projectile chance, 100%. The reason that I did this is because I want my skeletons to be spamming AoE attacks, right? Now, granted, for like boss fights, it's not going to be as good because you're going to be doing AoE damage, but for the cluster mobs, this is definitely spot on in my opinion. After that, I went down here and we got more attack speed and more cast speed. I want them to shoot more, faster, going crazy. After that, I got this frenzy. Skeletal mages have a chance to gain frenzy for 3 seconds when they hit an enemy. Right now it's 10%. Once we get that to 3 out of 3, it will be 30, and then they're going to go into a frenzy, which is pretty sick because frenzy is a buff that grants 20% increased attack and cast speed. So they're going to be popping out a lot more attacks, which is going to increase our damage. Now, with that being said, we now hop over to our passive tree. Now, you start off with the occult. I went up here, I got increased damage plus 48% and increased minion damage plus 48%. I want that percentage damage, okay? Then we hopped over here and we got increased damage 12 and health drain per second 1%. So we're getting 12% more increased damage to hop down here and get more increased health regen and health regen for your minions. All right, that is big in my opinion. You want it. Then right here, you got dark rituals. Increased minion attack speed 20%. So we're buffing the attack speed like crazy. I want them shooting and firing as fast as possible. Increased cast speed 20%. Big. Then right here we have more damage, okay? More damage right here. Boom. Summons a reverent also. So you get another summon on top of that. When damage leaves you below half health, you summon a reverent. Revenant. Crap. A melee minion with decaying health. So you're summoning another minion. So if you get hit with a big attack and you drop below 50% health, you have a chance to summon this other summon, which gives you another form of damage. All right. Then right here, I just got this for a little bit of necrotic resistance because I really didn't feel like this one was really that great. I mean, this is not a solid choice, but in the beginning stages, you have to pick between these 3, and I just went and got this. Okay. After that, we got your minions have additional armor per character level. I just thought that was a good one to get before we hopped into our Necromancer skill tree, which is solid here. All right, so this is where you get your summoned skeletal mage. Now, the Ryzen army increases minion damage, minion attack speed, and minion cast speed. You see where we're going with this? 32, 16, and 16. Dude, ridiculous. All right. Then we headed over here and we got some cursed blood to increase more our minion physical damage because I wanted my archers to hit harder, so we got the minion physical damage. Then we're going here for this to get minions. So your minions have a chance to shred armor on hit. I want them to do more damage to the high defensive monsters, so that's where this is coming in handy. We're going to end up pumping this up to at least 100% because I want every attack to be shredding armor. Now we have blood armor, which increases health regen, but the reason that I got that is because I wanted mortal tether, which increases my minion health by 30%, which heads us over here to unbound necromancy, which makes it so you can summon 1 more skeleton. So then we'll have what, 7 skeletons, and that's not counting everything else past this. So if you guys haven't done it and you want to follow along, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and notify. Hit all the buttons for me. Also, in the comments or in the description is the link to my Twitch. If you guys want to follow along with this build and see how crazy it really gets, you got to go join Twitch where we live stream. There it is, baby. Guys, hit it up. Whenever I first started Last Epoch, I thought that I was going to be playing the Warlock. But then I started to dabble with the skeletons, and I was like, this is kind of ridiculous. So that's why we ended up doing that. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you hit like, subscribe, and notify, and hopefully you checked out my Twitch page as well. That way you guys can join on a live stream and check out some other videos. And I will see you guys all tomorrow on our next Last Epoch video. Thank you guys, and let's go get it.